And we are live again. Sorry for the delay. There's some on power outage in my area, so this is why it's starting late. But with that out of the way, let's start. What is up, you guys? James and Sailor Jupiter Fan 2001 back with another stream to do. And this time, it's your 19th, Sasha? But I'm gonna, 19th, actually. Sorry about that, Sasha. I'll just head out of the meet.
Hello.
Hello, Dax. Thank you for making the stream for me.
You're very welcome.
My birthday is tomorrow.
I corrected the title, Sasha, so you don't need to worry about it.
Tomorrow's my birthday.
And there's Gilbert.
Tomorrow's my birthday.
So I just found a website where I can make some real voice acting. The website which is called MVSAP.
Well, the reason why this is starting late, Sasha, well, there is a power outage in my area.
Power outage?
Yep.
Wait, it is someone now, Sasha, or no?
Tomorrow it is.
Wait, is that Batman?
So
it's the Mandalorian from Star Wars.
If you want to know about MVSAP, it's an accurate voice acting website. I've already done that thing, but I'll show you the video how the voice is accurate.
I stream, Sasha.
Yeah.
Mr. Chloe Tastic, let me add her in.
But she doesn't.
I know how we're gonna start it off, Sasha.
But she doesn't talk.
We know, but... And there is Gabe.
Yep. Happy birthday, Sasha.
Thank you.
I know. And we're going to start off with some...
So the video is in the chat. I'll show you.
All right.
Here's the video that I made, which has accurate voice actor Carrie Shale. But for real, that's just an accurate voice. I just made it accurate. Oh, you better look. The link is in the private chat, by the way, so I already sent you the link.
So extra other trains, no. That's with this, Sasha.
Oh, thank you.
I need to respawn. Need to get inside Aurora's cab. Let's lead the way, Aurora. Hey there, Percy and Silver Fan 2002. Lead the way, Aurora.
Wait, did Sata name that on Roblox?
No, it wasn't me to actually tell you. But the person who made this, if you're watching this, I'm thankful for it. But
Wait,
I'm
Sasa, you know what's also happening tomorrow besides my birthday?
what? Could you remind me?
Vicky's
It's
graduation.
good.
Oh yeah, I actually know that because Vicky and I are actually friends. If you didn't know, and she's one of my actors. And check this Star Wars figure I have.
Here we go.
Aurora's gonna take off. It's doing good, Percy.
Dax, you're a very cool guy, and I like you as a friend.
Yes, and that Gilbert is Sasha's Galaxy Railways OC, Aurora. It being built. I think built in Japan by Japanese, built in America by Japanese workers.
Actually, let me correct you. She was built in America by Japanese workers.
That's what I just said.
Oh, shoot. I just wanted to make sure just was trying to check some for corrections. No offense, buddy, but
it wasn't not built in America, but moved to Japan where she gained the accent.
And she's a strong, useful engine. Do you think she could be a good engine for the Fat Controller's Railway?
Sure.
It is
Also,
neat.
Guys, I'm actually thankful for you. If you didn't, I'm just trying to say positive things.
That's great, Gilbert.
Wait, that thing for a steamboat thing, what he said?
Yep.
Wait, there's something I want to about Gilbert steamboat thing.
I still miss Trevor Davis.
Do you think Gilbert will put on steamboat friend like in different languages such as Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Arabic?
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
German.
Let me be real here, Gabe. When you mentioned Trevor, I miss him too, and I'm glad he's wishing me a happy birthday in heaven.
Yeah.
And let me read. I miss Trevor Davis. You're not alone, buddy. I do.
Yeah, I must stay strong.
Yeah. Yeah, and also my next video is gonna be in memory of Trevor Davis, Masako Ideka, and one of my mother's good friend who just passed away in March.
What was her name?
I don't want to say it. To be fair, Gilbert, honestly, it's cool. Gilbert and I both live in the same state.
Same thing goes with Rick.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that? Don't you remember Rick?
Yes, I do. He and I need to, and I mean need to interact more.
Yeah, I mean, it's been so long.
Let's try this track for Aurora. One day,
Here
if I
we
get
go.
maybe you'll get worked into different languages.
Sorry, decide to
So in Steamer French German, Gilbert, in German he'd be called Steamer die Schlepptenderlok.
thing old as Diesel.
Speaking of which, Sasha,
Yes, go ahead,
I
Dad.
have to. Speaking of which, I want to show you what Thomas is called in German.
Yeah.
Same. We're same. When I'm with you guys, I feel like we're Donald and Douglas in seasons 2 to 5, right? Because Donald and Douglas always work together and never fight in seasons 2 to 5.
You know, Donald and Douglas. Do you remember? Don't call me pushy.
But in season 6 in CGI, they fight like children.
I
This is
know,
exactly
but they just.
Which is out of character for them.
where I
Ambition Steamer in Japanese.
this is exactly the point I've always.
Would I rewrite, Sasha? We are both like Donald and Douglas in seasons 2 to 5.
Yes, we
Maybe I
are.
should be the most wisest one here. It's not saying much.
I'm not like the old drinking, like fully changed in a big way.
Since then,
And Aurora's going up into space again.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. And then we're surrounded by asteroids.
Yeah. Would Aurora be able to pull and express coaches in Fort Gordon in Sodor?
If
I
they're,
really need a
I don't, like if they're based on Southern Railway Monsel coaches or
I wasn't
British
talking
Rail
about. You know,
Wait.
the reason why I
Yes,
decided to
you
pick
guys.
Aurora-
I don't like the old tranking. Tranking has fully changed in a big way.
Yeah, agreed.
You know, to be fair, Dax. Just so you know that I might make that I might make an image of Aurora meeting Liz in DeviantArt.
I honestly was
Yep,
Actually-
look at this.
Let me see.
What is Thomas called in German? So, good thing is, the show in German language, Sasha, in UP was...
Called Thomas die kleine Lokomotive und seine Freunde,
To be honest,
meaning Thomas the little engine and his friends. They didn't really translate the word tank engine.
In the first 3 seasons,
It is always Thomas die Rangierlokomotive, Thomas the shunting engine.
Trainboy 56's engine.
you got that, Sasha?
Yeah.
And the face was absolutely
Next is...
some monsters.
Instead of tank engines, they say shunting engines, which does work most of the time, I'd say.
Yeah.
Engine.
Was
Thomas
this?
ist eine Rangierlokomotive. Thomas, die Rangierlokomotive.
I'd say.
Aber ich bin nur eine Rangierlokomotive.
It translates to, but I'm only a shunting engine. Next, Sasha, is...
The correct translation for tank engine in German would be Tenderlok.
Tenderlock.
And Thomas die Tenderlok is actually the German name of one of the railway series translations.
Wow.
That being said, the word Tenderlok was used in the show, describing the big engines.
Are you
Yes, in the
kidding
first-
me?
Listen, yes, Sasha?
In the first series, Edward, Henry, Gordon, and James were called tank engines
Yeah. Yeah.
because of what we call false friends.
Tender engine, or tender locomotive.
Engine means lock, and the word tender does exist in German. So you might think tender engine means tender lock. Wrong!
That
What?
is, yep. Because to listen to this, Sasha and UP,
In German, the word tender actually describes the general space where coal and water is stored, not necessarily a wagon. So a tender lock refers to an engine that has their tender, as in space for coal and water, attached to itself.
I'm proud of how my engine OC and Tommy form turned out to this very day.
and you get that, Sasha?
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Engines that pull an extra wagon for coal and water, i.e. English tender engines, are called Schlepptender loks. With our Schlepptender being the German word for the English tender.
Does that make sense to any of you? So basically, in German,
Tank engine means tender lok and tender engine means Schlepptender lok.
Slattender look.
but the German translator...
But the German translators mixed it up a bit. It wasn't until Series 8 when Thomas was actually correctly referred to as a tender lok.
Listen to this.
Tenderlocks brauchen keine Hilfe.
But correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think the word Schlepptenderlok was ever said in the entire run of the show. Instead of Schlepptender, tenders were called Kohlewagen, coal wagons.
That's not entirely... doesn't make sense in context. Tender engines was translated to...
It's called Lokomotiven mit Kohlewagen, engines with coal wagons. And at least sometimes, tender engine was simply translated as große Lok, big engine.
In season 17,
James returned to being called a tender lok, tank engine.
Für so eine starke Tenderlok wie mich.
And in Series 23, everyone is a tender lok now. Thomas is a tender lok, Shane is a tender lok, nothing but tender loks everywhere.
in the German dub of The Great Race,
The word tank engine was translated as Dampflok, steam engine. Not technically wrong, but does not make sense in the context, as Thomas is being laughed at for wanting to be a streamlined steam engine.
and yes, the stream does fall under fair use. What have I been... Yeah, it
Which is
What have I-
painfully obvious. And I think
What?
everyone noticed that now.
Yep. So it is my last stream of May, Percy. What have I planned for June is Italy Day, UP's birthday, Ochibo Wolf's birthday, National Holiday of Sweden, and maybe a funeral stream for... have a heavenly funeral stream for Kenji Utsumi, Flag Day, Peter Fonda's birthday, K-pop Demon Hunters and 1 year anniversary, and Jonathan Moore's birthday and Father's Day. And German Thomas does have its oddest episodes. Listen to this, Sasha. The German title of Bulgy is...
Bulgy, der abgeschobene Doppeldecker. Meaning, Bulgy the deported double-decker.
Ah, reported double-decking.
Bulgy did not get deported in the episode.
Even if we ignore the whole deportation angle, the title is still weird because it calls the bus in the episode Bulgy, while the episode itself does not.
Is
Not.
it-
Ich nenne ihn V.
They call him V, which is the German word for peacock. It's so random. Did they do it because male peacocks are so extravagant and show off, and Bulgy also shows off? To be fair, it does make a little more sense than the English version, where Oliver says that he calls him Bulgy, which is also his actual name, so of course Oliver would call him that. The German version does imply that Bulgy is his real name, while only Oliver nicknames him V.
The German dub also has a mistranslation in this line.
I wouldn't have brought them if I'd known. I'd have had a breakdown or something.
Ich hätte die nicht hergebracht, wenn ich gewusst hätte, dass ich eine Panne habe oder so etwas.
This is where punctuation matters. The translators ignored the period, meshed two sentences into one, and changed the whole meaning of the sentences. Bulgy, or should I say V, implies that he did actually break down, but didn't know about it.
You see where I'm getting this?
Yeah.
And there's other weird things here like
Like Duck from America, Thomas the Little Diesel Engine, and Toby the Steam Rail Car.
this word. This German Thomas can be confusing. There. So, because in the behind-the-scenes photos, they actually had a tender lock, which was Marklin.
Tender.
Which with the and the tender I showed you with 4 wheels, it was a Schlepp tender. With it Schlepp.
Lock and
It
engine Schlepp tender lock.
all the look at this bunker tender. Tender is Schlepp tender. Thomas was correctly referred to as a tender lock in the hit era. Listen.
Tenderlocks brauchen keine Hilfe.
Thomas the tender lock.
Thomas D tender. Thomas and the special delivery.
Come to the dock.
Listen to
me
this.
A special. Thomas peeped peepingly.
I still have my taken place salty.
And then listen.
You still do?
Yep.
Cranked.
Think I wouldn't forget about him?
And then he said,
cranked, cranky.
Well, the only other merchandise I had of Cranky is the wooden rally model,
which has the line "cranked, cranky."
You're probably wondering about.
That's all right, Percy. Hi, Percy. Yes.
I'll give you a hint.
I did stream on your birthday, Percy, but that was a couple years back. This said, "cranked, cranky, crankily."
Well, look at
Listen,
this.
Trucks are old and rusty.
Yes.
Because
This is the
take a
exact
listen.
Cranky I want to
That was
use.
rusty. Not happy. That was rusty. Trucks are old and rusty.
That's
Wow.
like saying the plastic is made out of plastic.
Yeah.
Listen to this. The rusty old truck.
On the hill. Faster and faster. Rise. Oh no! Bashed and smashed right into Percy and was very upset.
That's Michael Andrews' Percy in a nutshell.
Oh no! Was very upset as the snake lay dead on the tracks next to him.
But his driver was Claus.
Bounced and he bobbled, he wiggled and he jiggled, he shook and he shaked, he wobbled and he jobbled, he bumped and he jumped, and he even swayed and he played.
And then listen to what James's screams are like. This should be Rarity or Clover beating up James after the fastest red engine on Sodor. Just look.
James. Oh my God!
Wait, I know who made this box.
Look
What was that?
at James's face on this model. I remember
Thomas the
seeing
ETE guy or Thomas the Tank guy.
It's like this.
Why did I have a hammer?
Okay, good. The 2019 model, good.
Should that be Rarity beating up James after the fastest red engine on Sodor, guys?
Maybe.
That's really see. That's what my old engine OC gets.
Look,
Special.
look at this.
I love pulling specials. They make me feel special.
Yo.
This is a parody.
The old truck with the cow defied logic by going on the other line. Into Gordon. Gordon's boiler exploded on impact and sent everything flying everywhere.
He met up with Percy.
All right, Dex. Here's the video that I showed you earlier, so you may check it out. It has real.
Okay.
It has a real voice acting by Carrie Shale, but it's just AR. So
And then
you may
listen-
look.
Listen, get this. He met up with Percy. Look.
And they ordered more packages from Amazon.
What?
As well as a new slippery snake.
They collected the elephant.
And replaced James with the worst character.
But For the most part.
Yep, and we picked
Now
up
I
and
have
he brought.
two.
This is what
Now
he
I have
brought.
two.
New express
Yeah.
coaches from
I have-
somewhere the riders weren't bothered.
Get this.
Express picked up the cow and brought new express
Amazon.
coaches from somewhere the riders weren't bothered to figure out.
No.
What the fuck?
They brought new express coaches from somewhere the riders weren't bothered to figure out.
I only have one tagline of it.
Once he notices, he eats them whole. Henry, it's not my
I
fault.
told you that's Terry Shale voice.
It's not my
You may
fault.
comment it.
He needs
You may comment on
What?
it. So what do you think?
Like,
That is so accurate.
what side did you
Also,
use?
I have two taglines of course.
So you better go to MVSUP because you're going to love it. It makes accurate voices.
of a little kid.
What do you think?
And once he walks up,
What's the site again?
MVSUP.
All right, MV stat.
MVSUP.
How do you spell it?
Dax, can I talk?
Hold on.
Yeah, Sasha.
Should we stream Percy
Here it
James and the
is.
Fruitful Day?
Here's how it's spelled.
Okay. All right, I'll look at it.
So what do you think? So I told you this voice is accurate.
All right.
I'll see.
So
I'm still here.
And those. That cracked most of us up. This
Dax,
scene.
Dax,
Yeah.
can you put on the Fruitful Day from the Berry Truck?
On it. How about this? Listen to James's puffing sounds here.
The fuck, man?
That Pier Marquette 1225. Listen, you heard that, guys? It was PM 1225. So, like,
Was that a whistle they use?
listen closely, UP.
Yeah. Oh, here's the chopping sound. They use one iron giant robots.
Well, should that puffing sound be used for Aurora, Sasha? And listen closely to this, whose theme is heard here.
Oh, I know that.
Oliver?
Yeah.
That is Oliver's theme. The Great Escape theme. Oh, did you look at this? Look at this! Look at what they're gonna do to look at what they're unveiling on Pocahontas.
And Western 611 steam trains.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Finally! He got a nugget for your teeth! 611
Look
now!
at that,
Finally!
Sasha.
Finally!
Pocahontas is now in the American spirit.
Finally, he's the AFT now.
I have pretty bad feeling. Do you think Trump is going to ruin America's 250th birthday?
Let's just hope he doesn't.
Wait. So you told me that 611 is the AFT engine now?
611 is the third.
611. 611.
Wait.
Like
Hold on.
7-Eleven.
Morris, Pocahontas is now getting into the American spirit. She's the spirit of Roanoke.
Wait, we rather say 7-Eleven or 9-11?
How about 811?
No.
That doesn't make any sense.
No.
Yes. Yeah, we need to say 811.
Wait, Jack.
No, that's my favorite day of the
First
year.
we got 2101, then Texas and Pacific 610,
Look at
then
Percy's face.
Listen
and then
closely.
2100.
Pause the video, I mean.
And now 611?
When you have nothing after, when you have a week after having nothing but Taco Bell.
Taco. My dad calls it Taco Hell.
Kozo
Excuse me?
Shioya actually sounding pissed in this. And then he actually sounded, yeah.
Can you stop? Can you let me talk?
What is it?
Could you play a different video called The Fruitful Day, which is a rewrite of Percy James and a Fruitful Day from the Berry Truck?
Can listen. Shioya's son actually sounded pissed in that.
Oh, yeah.
Edward had taught him well, and he kept the trucks and coaches in good order. He saw all kinds of trains coming and going.
Oh, so this takes place before the Flying Kipper.
Yeah, it's a rewrite.
But one in particular caught his attention. It was no secret that James detested trucks. As such, Percy was surprised to discover there was a goods train he enjoyed taking. The big ships bring produce from all around the world. Each week, James collected vans from the harbor.
Look at his drowsy face.
Yeah, I know, LOL.
Gordon and Henry couldn't understand why. These trucks are very important, little Percy, James gloated one morning. They don't look any different from the others, Percy remarked, frankly. Ah, but the difference is night and day, enthused James. These vans can't wait like filthy coal trucks.
Yeah.
They must be delivered on time. Any delays and the fruit would go off.
This actually works perfectly as a railway series story.
Apples, tomatoes, cherries. Oh, interrupted.
What would you say, guys? Hey,
So
Gilbert.
I need you to take a
The
trip.
back.
This is railway
All I have
series
to do is
accurate.
ensure it's painted red. Points was making work difficult, and Percy was cross. In a jam, are you, Percy? It hadn't been long when the station master came running up. Leave those coaches, Percy, he called. James's brakes are acting up. In a bit of a jam yourself, James? Smirked Percy.
That's my favorite
A
face.
sticky situation, you might say?
Which is, I don't know. You can't stop those birds. They don't abide by the rules.
And round with himself towards the big station.
Don't Just leave it that way.
The workmen were having a tea break when Percy came into view. Everything happened at once. The men jumped out of the way, the van swerved, and Percy's brakes came on. "Oh!" shrieked Percy. Squashed fruit went all over Percy. And
Gee.
control to blame for the points failure, but I run a railway, not a jam factory.
Yes, sir. No,
James's
sir.
brakes had been mended.
Guys,
and he
can
came
I
to
head
pull
off
Percy
because
to-
I want to have some time to myself?
I mean, you can.
Sure thing, and it's a good thing I showed you about German Thomas.
I know. Also, keep the stream up because of.
I will.
And sorry if
Hit
I
Eric.
make my. Sorry if this is short.
But I mainly keep these an hour long.
My old Angio C reminds me of how I would act like in the hit era.
Wait. Are you reading Gilbert's comment?
Yeah.
Here's what
Oh,
Daisuke Gori sounds like pissed.
Bye,
He
guys.
says the old shrinking is called the Ella shrinking?
Look at this. Here's what Daisuke Gori sounds like pissed, guys. And Kozo Shioya.
言ってないよだよ言ってない
And sounds like when he's scared.
ダメだもう遅い
And now for Chisato Nakajima when she sounds scared.
そうだ目をつむってよ絶対に目を開けないぞ
The Japanese dub sounds exciting for that.
Hey, Gay, look what. Oh, fuck. Honestly, Gay, I don't blame you. Honestly, I could say the same thing for my 01 as well.
They versus them in the hit era. We've also got Daisy and other stories with Watch. The driver got murdered while driving the train.
What? Why?
Must be fine Sasha.
Yoo-hoo!
Announcement.
Wait a second, what the hell is going on over there at that bridge? Oh no, don't tell me! Stupid. Ah! Ah! On the edge of here!
They shot Fine Scotsman driver. That should not be canon to real life.
Why? Why should not be getting into real life?
You can't. That's assassinating. I'll
Sure.
stop that, James.
It's so. Look at my. It's so glorious and I can race around towards the sunshine. Oh yeah? You don't stop showing off your smile. Now, what the hell? Everyone! You're watching for showing off your red paint like this. Stop. It's all soiled.
Trains fan 65. how fast Thomas was going right there. There's a Tommy layout, and look, New Zealand.
Wait, New Zealand?
Kaiapoi, North County. Hey, Max. Good to see you.
Ooh. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Wait, who is that?
He's been on my streams, and he's remember, he's our German.
Oh, I see.
And his OC is the his German OC is the BR-24. That being which is a Schlepptender lock.
Oh, never heard of that locomotive before.
It's
well, current OC, LMS Patriot number 5550.
Wait, what country you live in?
I said Germany.
Oh.
What time is it over there?
Current time, 5:03 a.m.
5:03 a.m. in the morning.
My area is 10:02 p.m., which was my
Marks,
time.
I believe you might have watched these from Late Jurassic English. What is Thomas called in German?
This might be a tough one. Thomas the shunting engine? Thomas the locomotive? What?
The Rangierlokomotive.
Why can't we speak our German language?
Basically, it would be in English Thomas the Shunter, or Thomas the Shunting Engine.
Instead of tank engines, they say shunting engines, which does work most of the time, I'd say.
Yeah, it would be more like Thomas the
this,
engine.
The correct translation for this UP would be
tender lock.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Thomas the tender lock is it's one of the real issues translations. That being said, Max and UP.
Being said, the word tender lock was used in the show, describing the big engines.
You heard that right, UP?
Edward Henry Gordon and James were called tank engines.
What?
That's what we call false friend.
How in the world is it called tank engines? Well,
engine is lock.
Engine means lock, and the word tender does exist in German. So you might think tender engine means tender lock. Wrong.
Oh.
So
God,
you might know this, Max, and UP, but
that's what they want. That's what we want you to think.
Tender.
Tender actually describes the general space where coal and water is stored, not necessarily a wagon.
Okay.
So a tender lock refers to an engine that has their tender, as in space for coal and water, attached to itself.
What? I never seen that.
Engines that pull an extra wagon for coal and water, i.e. English tender engines, are called Schlepptender locks.
Schlepptenders?
Yep.
With a Schlepptender being...
What?
Well, basically, in English, it would be pull tenders, since they have to pull their tenders behind them.
Yeah, these words are really confusing.
With a Schlepptender being the German word for the... With a Schlepptender being the German word for the English tender.
So in this case...
Tank engine means tender lock, and tender engine means Schlepptender lock.
So wait, the tank engines are called tender locks, and the tender engine is called Schlepptender locks.
But the German translators mixed it up a bit.
The German translators mixed it up much, but...
It wasn't until Series 8 when Thomas was actually correctly referred to as a tender lock.
Tenderloks brauchen keine Hilfe.
Holy shit.
But correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think the word Schlepptenderlok was ever said in the entire run of the show. Instead of Schlepptender, tenders were called Kohlewagen, coal wagons.
That's what I do, P. Instead of Schlepptenders, you P, in the German dub,
Tenders were called Kohlewagen, coal wagons.
Kohlewagen? What?
Kohlewagen.
Yeah. The
Not
German
Totally
entirely.
heard
never
cola
its
wagon.
pronunciation.
It's not entirely correct.
Episode Tender Engines was called Lokomotiven mit Kohlewagen, engines with coal wagons.
Engine with coal wagons? What?
Lokomotiven mit Kohlewagen. And,
and at least some...
So wait, if there's a German access, then we dubbed it to English?
It's translated to English.
And at least sometimes, Tender Engine was simply translated...
And at times, you P...
Tender Engine was simply translated as Große Lok, big engine.
Big? So Große Lok?
As Große Lok. And in
Jeez.
17, James returned to being called a Tender Lok, tank engine.
He says, for strong engine, tank engines such as myself?
That's what I said, Max. Like, for a strong tank engine such as myself. Not correct.
Wrong.
And in Series 23, everyone is a Tender Lok now. Thomas is a Tender Lok, Shane is a Tender Lok, nothing but Tender Loks everywhere.
But in the German dub of The Great Race,
tank engine, the word tank engine was translated as Dampflok, steam engine.
It does not make sense in the context, you two.
Being laughed at. Thomas is being laughed at for wanting to be a streamlined steam engine.
That does not make any sense, you two.
Yeah. You know, if they actually said that and Spencer would have rolled by, they would have contradicted themselves so hard.
Like Spencer, Frida, or Frida. Are we a joke to you?
Yes.
That same with Connor and Caitlin. But the weirdest one of these was Bulgy.
Der abgeschobene Doppeldecker.
Heard that, UP? Heard that, UP? The weirdest episode of German Thomas is Bulgy.
Meaning, Bulgy the deported doubledecker.
He does not get deported in the episode.
You know, and you want to know the funny thing?
What?
Bulgy didn't get his name in the German dub until the episode Unscheduled stops. He was known as Peacock in the German dub, if you can believe it.
He was known as...
They call him V.
There's also mistranslation in this line, Max.
Translation in the line.
I wouldn't have brought them if I'd known. I'd have had a breakdown or something.
Ich hätte die nicht hergebracht, wenn ich gewusst hätte, dass ich eine Panne habe oder so etwas.
The translators mashed two sentences into one.
Bulgy, or should I say V, implies that he did actually break down but didn't know about it.
It was translated as, I wouldn't have brought them here if I had known I was going to break down or something. Meaning, he did break down. There are also random things here like...
about things like Duck from America, Thomas the Little Diesel Engine, and Toby the Steam Rail Car.
You know, I'm pretty sure I know the reason why they called Duck the Engine from America.
Because of what it's due to those on DVD menus and merchandise.
No. It has nothing to do with that. Because usually when people hear, oh, it's a Western engine, They don't think British Western. They think American Western. That's the problem.
Here's what UP in the German title of Bulgy is Bulgy.
Der abgeschobene Doppeldecker. Meaning, Bulgy the
Listen, it means UP. It means Bulgy
the deported double-decker.
Bulgy. I can't wait. This is so stupid.
Listen, it called the bus in the episode.
Bulgy, while the episode itself does not.
Oh my god.
They call him V.
Listen close.
Ich nenne ihn V.
Engineer V?
They call him V.
Listen close.
They call him V, which is the German word for.
Which is
the German word for peacock.
A peacock?
Yep.
So the German dub, tells a peacock?
Yep.
To be fair, it does make a little more sense than the English version, where Oliver says that he calls him Bulgy, which is also his actual name, so of course Oliver would call him that. The German version does imply that Bulgy is his real name, while only Oliver nicknames him V.
So that's what we learned, Max. It implied that Bulgy was his real name, while Oliver nicknamed him V.
Yeah, probably most of the audience probably thought that, oh, his name's Peacock. Oh well, I don't care.
Nobody told me that Bulgy is a peacock or whatever.
Because, there's also a mistranslation in this line, UP.
The line.
I wouldn't have brought them if I'd known. I'd have had a breakdown or something.
Ich hätte die nicht hergebracht, wenn ich gewusst hätte, dass ich eine Panne habe oder so etwas.
Punctuation matters. The translators ignored the period and changed the whole meaning. Listen to this, UP.
Bulgy, or should I say V, implies that he did actually break down but didn't know about it.
German translation makes no sense at some points.
Because that UP meaning he did break down, but he knew little about it.
Or he just didn't care.
He knew. Listen closely, UP. In the German dub, Bulgy did break down.
He did actually break down, but didn't know about it.
Makes no sense.
And also for Brave Little, for Thomas and Breakdown Train, they included this.
There were lots of trucks, and Thomas worked very hard at pushing and pulling them into place.
And this actually gives us a reason why they couldn't slow the train
This
down
must be a
here.
one-way thing now.
Listen closely. Actually,
the van brake snap.
The van brake snap?
Yes.
When the brake snap, it jumps Thomas, it brought Thomas back. Oh! Now Thomas screeching. And... damn it! Is this based off the, wait.
These are more accurate Sega Genesis versions.
Ooh.
Serve you right. Serve you right.
Is this based off the Unlucky Tug episode? I can't remember.
And listen to which song they included in here.
What is that song?
Listen closely.
Oh, that one's good. Yeah.
Look who's inside Annie and Clarabelle.
The passengers?
Look. Who's amongst them here?
What?
Sonic, Baldi,
Sonic,
Mario,
Baldi,
Sans,
and
in the other coach,
Knuckles,
Astro Boy, and Dr. Robotnik.
Oh,
What are they doing on the
wow.
Accurate Sega Genesis depictions of Edward, Henry, and Gordon.
Let people, sorry, I gotta go. I gotta get ready for work.
Okay.
All
I'll see you
right,
later.
ya. We'll see ya.
But jeez, well, up close the engines, they're really detailed.
Why didn't we get that in the piece in the official Sega Genesis?
I
They
have
look
no
more
idea.
more accurate this way.
Maybe the creator wants them to make it more realistic on the show, I think. And that way, two people didn't like it, but Sammy K just blow it.
There's also an improved Lionel Edward. Here's a mock-up of his box art.
It's almost all. So someone have a James Bachman, and they rescale it to Edward.
That it was Ben 10 Life, but version 2 next to version 1.
I mean, the version 1 was a little bit old, but new one is a little better.
For V1, I'll have to cut down the firebox to make the O-scale Edward.
But maybe on the version 2, it has more 3D printed face with some new materials, I think. I don't know.
And then he's going to turn his special letter Thomas into 15. Ben 10 Life will. And then his Percy model actually has a custom sound remote.
Oh, yeah. That's a.
Yeah.
Was that a Atomic Man voice?
Robin Smith.
Almost like it.
It is. And
Oof.
brakes.
Almost like a DV1 series
And
of the
20th
brakes.
Century Fox. Listen, cause it.
That's nice chuffing.
That's how Lionel would have made Percy.
Wait, there's a G-Scale GB7 with a bunch of box cars.
We don't know who this Green James is.
Almost like Big City Engine, like almost.
And here's Percy's custom box.
Sheesh, not too bad.
And here's also they also got facial expressions, buffers,
There's only 3.
cold signal, cold
That
bunker,
includes the
sound system.
Oh.
And as for Toby, he used Thomas and Annie.
So they cut them up to make a Toby?
Yep.
Ugh. Sheesh.
The side plates are 3D printed.
No.
And a Dremel was used to make that.
Wait.
Henrietta painted a burnt sienna. His roof and face were painted perfect gray. Warm caramel. Tamiya's TS62 for his frames, and granite gray for the side plates. This is how Lionel would have made a G-scale Toby. But if you look close, his face appears to be crooked.
Ooh.
What if what one of the customs was an O-scale Toby?
Wait. I just found the wooden Toby on his channel, and then he made Thomas and Friends in Lego.
Oh.
I mean, the models are pretty good. Amazing.
What if there's a Lionel O-scale Toby? Or
That will be
O-scale
interesting.
or O-scale Edward?
Oh.
And how the unlucky Tug made Daisy when he bought the Take-Along model, they found
that taking this thing apart is impossible. Other methods.
That's it, right there.
Don't follow my example.
No! Don't destroy Daisy!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So easy.
This speaks to the quality of die-cast toys. It was used.
So another channel I showed was Nonsense Wars, and he did build some train model too.
And then
give him a bump. Get on,
you.
That's what we would say to Blake, Iron Jr., or if they're in front of us, like,
get on, you.
Did I use for the audio from
maybe I could
show?
try. I'll think about it, Percy. I'll think about it.
Oh.
I believe Toby's theme works for this. That's since he is present. But James is doing all the work. No. Next one. Japanese dub.
してないよしてないよしてない
Doc's first Japanese voice will rest in peace, as these are voice clips here.
してないよしてない
Oh, that's interesting.
Cause, let's look at it. Not only did Kozo Shioya, no, he was famous for being the Booze in Dragon Ball. What Thomas characters did he voice? He voiced Doc in the classic series, Murdoch in season 7, Lori 3, Kelly, and even the Troublesome Trucks in season 1.
行け行くんだ行け行け分かったよもう懲りたよ痛いじゃないかちゃんとした機関車
And he was a handful of humans.
やめてくれ
So they used the US dubs, and we dubbed it to Japanese?
It was the UK dub.
Oh.
無理で節出さないでくれよ
She'll be like, Doc is Majin Buu, like.
窓開けて車の中がもうしてるじゃねえかあんたすぐ降りんだからちった寒くたって我慢できんだろこっちはね一日中乗ってんだからそういう相手のことも少しは考えたらどうなのここが表参道だよ表参道だよ他にも表参道釣りないよさっきからでかいのばっか客出すから釣りなんかないよ何ふざけんなよ乗ってんだからすみません表参道と明治通りの交差点って言ったんすけどねやろ何だいたい商売人で客に参道だよあ5000円すいませんすぐ消しますあいたわかった
So yeah, Daisuke Gori, he had the manliest voice in the dub. He voiced Diesel and Bulgy in the classic series, as well as the spiteful brakeman and the barber. Are you Pete? Isaiah, ready? Ready, Isaiah? Ready, Isaiah, to head off? I guess I'll do it. Well, even though this stream was short, guys, it's time for me to head off to like UP and Isaiah should. What was your guys' favorite part? Was it where Percy and Sailor Moon Fan 2002 came in? But parts where I showed Sasha, Galaxy Railways R scale, the Japanese dub parts, the German dub parts, where Max returned, who since he's our German, or anything else that I could think of. Or when series showed to MVSCP. Join me again next time where I'm going to be live for not only UP's birthday, but it's also Italy Day. It's the day after Isaiah's birthday. This is James and Sailor Jupiter Fan 2001 with Mr. Chloe Tastic and Isaiah saying, and happy Pride Month, everyone. We'll see you all in Pride Month, and happy birthday to Sasha. See ya.